Is coming to you from Impact Africa Television here in Ibadan. And of course, you know that on Political Talk, we'll take you through the journey of what has been happening in terms of political and national development in Nigeria itself. And I will tell you that there's so much development around our political space itself. And now we're looking at what appears to be a major issue among many Nigerians. Now, it's been believed that once this government has been criticized, that person will be dealt with in one way or the other, especially when you are a public official. Had called the attention of the federal government to an ECOWAS court verdict, which actually asks the federal government to look at the Cybercrime Act. And under this act itself, they should release journalists, civil society organizations, individuals, and even politicians that may have criticized this government on the social media or elsewhere, and of course being placed under detention, saying that they must be released. And now where are we today? Now, this evening, we'll be looking at the Chief Imam of Abuja. You're back here, sir.
I'm happy being here.
Good
It's
evening,
my pleasure.
sir.
Good
Yes,
evening.
sir. Looking at this development.
2 words about it. There's no beating around the bush. It's glaring and it's evident that the government is becoming more intolerant to opposing views. There is a room for constructive criticism in any government. It's even to any institution, to people. Criticism is a way through which you look at yourself and you improve your performance. You listen to another shade of opinion. What the government should be happy to hear, what the government should be able to really look, we want to believe that those in power are so shielded away from public opinion. But when we want to know whose opinion will be a decider for them to really know and feel the pulse of the people there, there are shade of opinions of people like clerics. Look at somebody like Reverend Father Kuka, who is also labeled as an enemy of the administration. You see, when people like that speak, they speak because they are concerned. It's not an insult to government when we are saying the reality, when people are venting their anger on what is obvious. Insecurity is worsening by the day. We can't move around freely. We are caged, sort of. And the government doesn't want to hear anything, and the government that reacted in the way they did to Sheikh Nuhu is a big shame. It is a big shame.
Now, would you say that there are the way they ought to act in itself in Nigeria presently?
You see, like they are beginning to, this is something that is everywhere, is in the news, is everywhere. So I believe you ought to query that, why should this man be sacked? Even being a Muslim himself, is he forbidden to say the truth?
Or Sheikh Khalid here,
Yes.
that appears to have criticized this government.
Yes.
And quote and unquote, it's been believed that we are seeing some Islamic, some kind of partiality in the process of government that have actually come out. Emirs have said that this government has failed in totality. And of course, it appears that it has taken our mind off the fact that we are waging religious wars against ourselves. Now, it appears that the common enemy is the political leadership. Would we now say now that there is a new dawn in Nigeria in terms of our awareness of where these problems are coming from?
Yes, definitely there is a new dawn in Nigeria. Looking back at Fela Anikulapo Kuti's song, he said, "My people are suffering and they are smiling." People don't want to do that any longer. They don't want to continue to smile when they are suffering. They want to cry out, "This is suffering." Even to the pulse of the people, this is how people fear. This is what this government has reduced the nation to at such a time.
That this problem is overwhelming for the Buhari government. And now you have the presidency in a swift reaction saying that is not
The truth.
Okay.
What President Obasanjo has said is nothing but the truth. But when the government, is so close to hearing the truth, how can that government perform better? How can there be changes? So it's as if the government itself is culpable in the process. Because if we look at it, everybody is talking here, you say they are saying nonsense. And yet the reality on the ground is things are not easy. Insecurity is not found now. About 60-something I heard in the news are still not found. And many are dead already. So do we keep quiet in such a situation? We cannot. it is a right thing, even for the kind of President Obasanjo. I hope the government is not really behind it, because quoting a statement that somebody said of Abacha, who said if insecurity lasted more than few hours, 72 hours, he said the government on the seat is culpable, or maybe they are involved. Because if Gumi and their like say, and you see even Gumi taking pictures with bandits, he goes to where they are, and yet our security apparatus cannot invite Gumi or probably to discuss with him on what they can do and how they can really put
some of these issues that
he said when you were campaigning, you mentioned this and that regarding to insecurity that's going on in Nigeria, and as a former general for that matter. So there's no, even to the extent he said he has the clip, the video of the campaign, that whatever has to do with the insecurity in this country, immediately assume that we have strong military apparatus that can curb them, that can tackle them. So why are they even growing every day? And then this man could not contain it anymore. This, what even the Imam said, is what every one of us should even be saying. He spoke on behalf of Nigeria, of Nigerians, not on behalf of himself and his family. Because let me say, okay, is it his family?
He said they will look for means of bringing mercenaries. Now, in the Imam News statement, that video, tax
exactly
from people, that's anarchy. They are demand, even in Port Harcourt there. I remember I was driving to Port Harcourt sometimes, and when we got to Benin bypass, some people stopped us on the way and demanded that we should pay before we ply the route. Non-state actors, criminals.
Nobody to...
And you dare not. In the same Dubai, when some Nigerians went to commit some crime, they caught all of them. They caught them. It was in the news.
All right, let's take this. Hello, good evening. All right,
So there's a need for overhauling the security system. There's no shot. If you in America, almost every corner you see policemen. Some are playing.
Would we now say that we do not have those gadgets, or these gadgets have been compromised?
No, the issue is this.
Or they do not want it to work.
One,
in Nigeria,
we don't have the sophisticated ones that we needed. And the ones we have are not being deployed. Even does an average policeman know his owners as a policeman? Does he know what he's supposed to be doing? I saw two people fighting on the road sometimes, and I saw a police officer going.
All right, please. Sorry.
So I quickly ran to him so that he can come and settle these people, because even his uniform alone can stop them from killing themselves.